Hi, and welcome back to Wigwam's Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you that feels like there's a storm coming, and I can't tell if these two are going to end up an unlikely duo that fight off some villains, or if this is a battle between the two of them. They may not even know quite yet. But we have the ghoul and the black cat, which is why I said the one who ghosts and the black cat. In the shadows I dwell, feeding on what I can, not remembering when was the last time that life tasted well. So we have somebody that is known for disappearing, or maybe known for being a bit of a lone wolf, somebody that doesn't really maintain connection over a long period of time with people. They may cut people off, then reassociate with them, and then cut them off again. This is somebody who struggles with emotional intimacy, and somebody that has kind of limited their own happiness because of this fear they may have of abandonment or fear of rejection. They have encountered a black cat. It really does feel like it was in some alley or some weird bar. I don't know where they met. There's a dark vibe here. So it might have been kind of a bad group of people, an unhappy workplace. You may have met each other because you were in toxic relationships or had toxic friends. There's just I'm really drawn to how the cat looks. I don't know how well you can tell, but the cat is mean mugging. And yet there's this reserved energy that cats have, right? I hate you enough to glare at you. I might not swat at you like a cat would do, but you know how I feel. This is somebody that is powerful without exerting that power very often. This black cat energy is seen as graceful, mysterious. They may have some reputation of being able to predict when things are happening, or see people's true character before others. They have a little bit of reputation for being psychic. I don't really like Chris Brown, but the song that's coming through is Psychic. Hello, DeMarco. How are you doing? Hello, Isaiah. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Paul. How are y'all doing? Oh my gosh. Congrats on the new cat. That's awesome. I need to get a new cat. I miss having cats. But these are our two main characters, okay? The ghost and the cat. I love it already. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. It sounded kind of magical. I ran into him instead of hitting him. Anyways, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hello there, James. How are you doing? Let's see. I think we need to start with the Earth and Bone Oracle. I want one card for each of them, so it's clarifying each of our characters here. So for the Ghoul, we have the Wayfarer, which I think we saw this 2 days ago. Contemplation, search for truth, inner guidance, and introspection. So this person who ghosts or distances themselves from others has had some sort of experience that has pushed them to look within and really question why they live the way that they do, why they are at a distance from people, why they create this solitude or refuse to let people in. For our black cat, that's number 11, by the way. For our black cat, we have number 12, the Rider, R-I-D-E-R. Movement, quick decisions, progress, excitement. So it feels to me like both of these individuals are pursuing something with a genuine interest in doing it right. However, we have one that is doing more of the inner work and another person that is taking decisive actions. So it could be that a decision the black cat makes gives some sort of inspiration, or maybe even makes the ghoul kind of question, oh, I wonder why you did that. What's going on there? I do feel like there's like a question that they really want to ask. We're going to go with the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. So I feel like we have number 11 and number 12 from that deck to indicate that these things are happening like very close to each other, if not simultaneously. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Death in the reverse. Death is number 13. 11, 12, 13. I wouldn't really give a number to the Queen. And then we have 7. Something's about to happen. Something isn't over. I think we have somebody acting out of jealousy or concern that they might actually lose something. 7 of Swords, but they're moving without being detected. They're not telling people what they're planning on, or if they are. It's like 1 or 2 people that they really trust. I don't normally like this Queen of Wands. Even in the upright, sometimes she gives me like kind of like selfish vibes or manipulative vibes. So in the reverse, it kind of makes me feel like there could even be some other person that is trying to prevent communication or prevent somebody from moving on. We have a quick action here. So it could be that we have somebody that's frustrated by this black cat's progress, their forward movement. If they're seen as psychic, it's because they're able to choose the right path and then make that decision quickly, right? Like they don't waffle like a lot of other people. Don't get me wrong, I love waffles. They're delicious. But if you make a decision and you know that's the right course for you, why are you going to dilly-dally? Why are you going to like, wander? Especially if it's something that's important to you. So I feel like this person who's identified as the ghoul is somehow aware of a decisive action that the black cat has taken. And with the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, they're worried if they don't move quickly or if they don't follow suit in some way, that they will have invested in something here and not gotten the desired result. So if the ghoul is trying to make changes in order to align with or make and love offer to the black cat, their sensing time is of the essence. We have the Moon and the Fool. So normally on the Moon, we have 2 dogs on either side of like a river or a stream. One is generally a different color. And then you have the moon above. But here we have like identical, I hope you can see that, identical people wearing masks, facing each other with swords drawn, and swords are not normally drawn on the moon. That's such a weird sentence. They're even, if you look at their feet, they're mirroring each other. So there's something here about a truth being true on either side for both of these two. And yet still kind of, it's like I have the truth in my hand. I'm literally like saying my truth, but I am still a little bit nervous. I still have this mask on. So there's a secret coming out. And it's about somebody's desire for a new chapter moving forward. So I feel like this is two people that are perhaps avoiding contact, but have been thinking about each other or have some desire to, you know, collaborate in some way. Wow, Hermit in the reverse, 9 of Swords. There's a gossip who's spreading information, and this information, which may be exaggerated or may be true, has reached our ghost individual, our ghoul. They're concerned. There may be even some issues here with insomnia. They're worried. They're worried that they will no longer have the option to come out of the 5 of Pentacles, that they may lose the ability to win somebody back, that this person may actually like move forward with somebody else, or that they may never be forgiven. If they were expecting you to reach out first, they may be accepting they were lying to themselves and you're not going to reach out first. There's a lot of anxiety that this ghoul is experiencing over this connection. Ten of Swords, 5 of Cups in the reverse, High Priestess. The perception of the black cat. Remember, we're talking about somebody who's psychic, right? So we know this High Priestess is our black cat individual. This is the person who's moving forward, making decisive decisions, actions, changes. Oh, this is over? Okay. I don't know who you are, Black Cat, High Priestess, but people see you as the kind of person that sees the end of a chapter, and instead of mourning it, you take what you need to from it and you build something new. You go where you need to go. You don't regret having to leave. Usually our Ten of Swords cards have people with swords in their back. This is 10 swords in the roof, well, and the side of a house. And there's somebody who's literally crawling out of the chimney. When you sense that there are people attacking where you feel secure or safe, i.e. your home, your workplace, your car, whatever it might be, when people make you feel like you don't have the security or the privacy that you want, that you don't belong where you are, you'll fucking move out that night. You'll pack up and be gone before anybody hears about it. People see you as cutting losses very easily and being able to open things up somewhere else. I'm trying to remember this line from, it's either a neighborhood song or just Jesse himself. Doesn't matter where I'm living. I think he's talking about the West Coast, so it might be that song. But the implication being, I can be happy wherever I am. I will find a way. It is not dependent on all the things that you think it is. So you are seen as like mobile. You might be the type that dips before drama happens. You might have a reputation for the Irish goodbye. Is that offensive? If it's offensive, I'll stop using it. But like, people know that you're comfortable staying for a certain amount of time. And then when it's done, you're done. Okay. So I have to mention this part too. It was sunny and beautiful this morning. And I thought that was kind of weird because I remembered seeing, I thought it was supposed to be like kind of cloudy today. And then as I come and sit at the table to get ready for doing this reading, I start to hear more like thunder rumbling. And I remember like just before I came down here, I brought stuff off the deck so that it wouldn't get wet like towels. And it was sunny at that point. And I was just like, well, just in case, we'll bring that in. I feel like somebody's doing something before a storm comes in. And they don't necessarily know why they're changing things, or they don't know why they're doing something they feel like they could do later. It's not really like a pressing thing, but they're thankful that they do it when they get that little like prod or that poke, right? Hello there, Waking Bad. Hello, Pickled Pisces. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Chan. How we doing? I like it. Hi, Andrew. I said hi to James, right? I hope so. Did I say hi to Tiana? I think I did. Hi, everyone. Okay, let's go with the Pulp Tarot. I'm going to shuffle that some more. Now, Ten of Swords. So I was just telling you, normally the Ten of Swords has somebody that has a bunch of swords in them, and the other one was the house having the swords, right? So it's like somebody left a location. They didn't get injured, but I think whoever is trying to talk about this psychic high priestess black cat energy, they're getting all the negative energy they tried to send to this high priestess. Like, I don't know. I thought it was a frisbee, but it ended up being a boomerang, and I got hit right in the face. Oh. Did you read the directions? This is a haughty magician energy. Like, I'm looking at this card. It has the wand, the pentacle, the sword, the cup, all of the imagery we know about the tarot, right? But he's not touching any of them, and they're not on a table. They're just floating. It's like, I know that these things exist, but I don't have control over them. They're jealous of the high priestess having control of their energy. You may be seen as somebody who knows how to manifest what you want. You may be seen as somebody that is building a great future, somebody who is very honest, somebody who loves with an open heart. Whatever it is, this person is like jealous of you, and they're talking about you. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords in the reverse. This person talking about the high priestess in a negative light gets different reactions from different people. There's somebody here that wants to defend the high priestess and gets, I think, kind of angry. You want to fight about it? You know, like, what did you say? Say it again. Where'd you get your information? It becomes quite clear that this gossip is not necessarily reliable, and that somebody was acting out of maybe desire to inflict drama on somebody or cause problems, maybe even specifically to get this reaction, this angry reaction. The person who gets defensive of this high priestess is our Seven of Swords person, the ghoul. Two of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Cups. I like this person. Whoever you are, high priestess, you're a badass. I can't quite tell who this is. She kind of like makes me think of the chick from Bewitched, but I'm pretty sure that's not her. I think her name was Barbara Eden. Almost get like Graduate vibes from this Nine of Cups as well. If you've seen that movie, it's a little bit older. This is telling me the high priestess knows what they want. This is very confident energy, empowered energy. The high priestess may come out as the Queen of Wands in the upright or as the Empress, because I do feel like there's a sense here that people get intimidated by this high priestess because they know what they want, because they know their worth. If you try to approach this high priestess and, I don't know, sling some insults her way, she would probably laugh in your face. You get to a certain point in your journey where people's insults have a lot less power, a lot less weight behind them. Because if you're confident in yourself, if you know what areas you really truly need to work on, because you do that inner work, maybe you might be a little sensitive around that. But in other situations, if people try to insult you, it might just kind of like bounce right off of you. I feel like that's how this high priestess is, because they're very confident in terms of what their path is, what kind of person they are, what they want in terms of connections with other people, the kind of respect they deserve. I mean, there's a lot of confidence coming from this card, right? Well, from this one as well, from the high priestess as well. Just chilling. What are you doing? You know, like, there are accomplishments that this high priestess has been able to, you know, get under their belt that aid in their confidence. But I also feel like a lot of this is just stemming from their willingness to be authentic and not really wear a mask. So why did we have this moon with two people wearing a mask? We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, the Four of Cups, and the Hanged Man. I don't know, man. Whoever you are, ghosty poo. Maybe you listen to Ghost Main. You got somebody with a little beef here. They really don't like you. They feel rejected by you. They're waiting for you to do something. So you may have, whoever resonates with the ghost, you may have voiced some concern. You may have intimated to somebody, I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to live with you. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to get married to you. I don't want to be in a relationship. Some sort of rejection like that. That wasn't necessarily fully believed by this person. Maybe you've already rejected them in the past and then gone back to them. They expected there to be some, suspension here, maybe some distance, and then things would go back to normal. You'd come crawling back, or something would bring you back together, or they would reel you back in. If this is our magician, they felt like they had some way of controlling you. That's not working anymore. Whatever they thought they had as far as a control over this ghost energy, I feel like they lost it. Three of Swords in the reverse, in part because this person is choosing to heal some trauma. Remember, we had the Wayfarer card came out. That was our first indication that this ghost individual, who tended to hide from things and from people, is no longer hiding from themselves. They're looking within, right? We have introspection, inner guidance. They're listening to their intuition. Their intuition has told them, hey, guess what? You're unhappy. You have depression or problems with connecting with other people because you have refused to heal these problems from your past. If you address this, then maybe you don't have to run from situations that you wish you could elevate or want. Then you could actually pursue a serious relationship with this high priestess. If you want to be with somebody like this, you have to be on their level. You have to heal. You have to climb that ladder, in terms of the spiritual journey. Hi there, Winston. How are you doing? Hello, Archetype. How's your day? Hello, Aubrey. I like that you called me sweetie. That's cute. Oh, let's switch to another deck. Let's see. What do we want, guys? Okay. I don't usually pull from this deck, but I feel like we have, remember I said, like, somebody has a big question mark or a question they feel like they need to ask. These are the Magic 8 Ball cards. I haven't pulled from them in a long time, you guys, but they have various yes, no, maybe, definitely. So like yes, no questions. I want you to take a second. I'm going to shuffle, or you can pause the video. I want you to ask 3 questions. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Because we had 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3. I will pull 3 cards and we will get a yes or no answer for those 3 questions. So do me a favor and don't be silly and ask who's my twin flame, because that answer is not coming out of this deck. Okay, you guys. All right, ready? Definitely not no. For question 2, yes, when you're ready. Question 3. Yes, you got it. Okay. Let's see. This is the Gilded Reverie. The mice. So this is an extended Lenormand, and in the Lenormand, the mice can indicate theft or loss. Number 44, the magnifying glass. Somebody is realizing what they've lost or realizing what is at stake. This is that High Priestess. I was going to say, I bet you if I count, it's 9. Is it tulips? And it's 9 because it is number 9. And I would guess that's baby's breath with it. I don't know. It looks kind of small. Anyways, this is, I know what I'm actually going to lose if I don't take action. This feels like the energy for both of them, but they might be going after different situations. One may be focused on how do I build a new life? Another may be focused on how do I reestablish a connection, or could be focused on how do I approach a love connection with an open heart. In particular, it feels like this ghost energy is trying to learn how to be less focused on the physical aspect of a relationship and, again, more open from an emotional standpoint. We have number 28, number 41, and number 12. I'm telling you, gossip is a big deal in this situation. This is birds, communication. And this is like everybody flying around a central location or like a meeting area, exchanging the information that they've heard. I think there are people talking about this ghost energy, deciding not to ghost somebody or deciding to pursue a serious relationship, being honest about what it is that they want from presumably the High Priestess energy. This is the Santa Muerte deck. We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. This Ten of Swords has come out from every tarot deck, but this time it's in the reverse. So somebody wanted potentially both the ghost and the black cat individuals to be stuck in a state of depression or sadness. And that has failed. With the Three of Swords in the reverse, which we had right here as well, we have people healing from whatever has troubled them. It may have felt a little bit challenging because at Five of Cups, we have that like maze in the skull. It's a lot of work, right? I know it's not easy. I know I can't just like skip on over and be done, right? Hermit in the reverse again. Have you seen those like Instagram reels where at the top it's like, them, don't come back here with your bullshit. And then me, you know, colon or whatever. Da, 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 you know, like coming back with your bullshit. Someone's coming back around with their bullshit. Hermit in the reverse, the devil, you still got a problem. So this High Priestess, is dealing with a situation where somebody that pretends they have done what they needed to do or pretends they have good intentions taps their energy or wastes their time. It's like they enjoy trying to see if they can toy with this high priestess. But I'm looking at this Queen of Cups as patience. I understand where you're coming from because I've been there. But I'm going to close the door on that. I'm not going to entertain it anymore. So there's somebody who is unhealed, somebody who is unwilling to go within to actually deal with their own issues. This high priestess is lovingly like turning away out of respect for themselves. Strength in the reverse. High priestess. So the black cat energy, our high priestess. There she is. She, in some way, gave advice or called out some important element of the ghost or ghoul, their life that needed to change. And I feel like it may have been a little premature. I feel like the ghost would have been like, sure, whatever, I don't care. They may have like, sure, give me a reading, or sure, tell me what you think. What's your opinion? It's like in passing, they get the most important advice of their life from the high priestess. It may have literally been one sentence that just repeats over and over again for this person, but they called out the weakness. You've got weak-minded people around you. They're going to betray you. You need to remove yourself. You've got people that don't want the best for you, that are trying to stop your success. You'll do much better on your own. Something along those lines. It was hard for this person to accept because they don't build emotional intimacy well, right? And I think they were feeling kind of alone. Six of Wands in the reverse. They don't necessarily want to admit it, but they do want to feel celebrated or appreciated for their own merits, for who they truly are, not something kind of like dumb, right? Like nice car, a nice character, right? That's what they want. But they haven't gotten that. And then this Queen of Wands tells them it's because you're looking for it in the wrong place. Ten of Cups in the reverse. See how I rejected this person or these people that were doing the same thing to me? That's what you have to do. You have to walk away from a bad living situation. You have to walk away from a bad job. You have to let go of a community of people that don't give a shit about you. There's something here about this high priestess with psychic abilities saying, yeah, I know you don't want to hear what I have to say. I know you don't want to do all of the ish that I'm telling you you probably need to do. That's fine. I didn't want to do it either. That's fine. I thought it was a lot of heavy lifting too. But you know what? It would work. And then you'd be happy. And I think at first this person, the ghost, is like, you fucking crazy. Do what now? Nah, I'm good. No thanks. Why would I ever do that? And Now we have somebody who's changing. Purity. By the way, this is the voyage of the soul. Purity, innocence, light, humble, virtuous, moral, and genuine. This is what the ghoul is going through. This is, I'm not going to live a superficial, fake life anymore. I'm not going to pretend to be somebody I'm not. I don't want to be around people that feel like we have to wear masks all the time or like be the same people. I'm going to have morals. I'm going to be genuine. I'm going to be authentic. This person feels split between their head and their heart. They live in two different worlds and they're changing. There's an ego death happening for this person. They may at times feel like they're time traveling. I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but like if you do things that are kind of perfunctory or you don't have to really think about them as you're doing them. So like if you're really good at like knitting or you go for 10-mile runs or I don't know, golfing, whatever it is, you might be at a point where you can get really lost in your thoughts while you're still doing this activity. And you like solve the world's problems and then find out you're like done with your 2-hour biking class or whatever it is. This person is processing really big questions in their mind right now about which world they want to live in, which person they want to be, which life they want to lead. And I feel like they're letting go of the one from their past that was toxic. Because we have joy. Okay, so I don't know if this is from anything or if this is just like my own like memory as a child. But I know when I was like 2 or 3, my parents used to like bounce me like on the bed or like on their lap or whatever and saying, happy, happy, joy, joy. Just like went through my head just now. I feel like this is like an explosion of happiness, which sounds super like, it's the word euphoria is jumping out at me, and serotonin. There's somebody that is kind of reticent to accept or hesitant to hope that they could actually be really happy. It's probably our ghost individual. Doesn't have to be. But I do feel with the 9 of Cups, our High Priestess energy is already the type to have enjoyed life in a lot of different ways. They know this joy is possible, and I feel like they're guiding this ghost individual towards their own joy. Remember what it is to be happy again, right? That kind of thing. Yeah, let's hope that they're not toxic anymore, right? Thank you, Tiana. You're awesome. Okay, let's get, I think we need just a couple of like zodiac fortune telling cards. These are like good for advice. Janelle? All right, what advice have we got? A family grief. There's an issue causing problems among a family, and not everyone is acting the way they should. Pay attention to how people act in difficult moments. It'll show you their true colors. If somebody that has money passes away and, you know, their niece or ex-wife or whatever, the first question is, did they leave me any money? Oh, honey, now we know exactly what your motivations are. There are people showing their true colors in a time of difficulty right now, and I would pay close attention because some people don't have the foresight to like know how that looks, right? You are a very well-liked person. I don't think you necessarily know how many people have admiration for you. I do feel like the number 17 is important. We have a change for the best. There's a lot changing. Focus on what that beautiful outcome would look like if it went your way. You have people near you who are not true. That is almost exactly what I fucking said, you guys. Over here, when I pulled this card, I said this high priestess told the ghost, the ghoul, you got people around you you can't trust. These are not good people. All right. We're going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you, everyone, for the likes and the subscribes. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.